Because I'm ready. Actually, I'm not ready. I've lied again. I'm a liar. That's okay. Alright, Touhou New World. I'm going to open it up. I haven't got the capture set up, so... Oh, it might... Hold on. Let me get it. Oh. Okay, it's already capturing. Well, that was quick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Slow your roll, champ. Slow your roll. Is there no controller option for this? Stop that. Hmm? There's... What? That's... Huh? There's no controller support for this game? Oh. There is? Nah, dog. Nah. Nah. Nothing. Let me reboot. Let me reboot thee. Let me reboot thee. Nope. The configurer. Well, time to dig in my Steam files. Program files, Steam apps, common, Touhou New World, resource, bin, config tool, X input. X input is not connected. You are so full of shit. Oh, fuck you. Alright. It works. Window, borderless, preset, highest, water quality, high, high, high. Yeah, it's all on high. Alright. Well, that was stupid. Anyway, chat, how's the volume? So I like the art of this game, but yeah, I don't really know the details about this game's existence, other than the fact that it's been known about for years. Like, I think it's been known about longer than I have been around. So, it just kind of randomly, it went like dead in the water and then randomly got like an update of information. And then now it's like suddenly it's out. Well, maybe not suddenly, but feels suddenly to me. So the two characters, we have Daze and Reimu. Shrine Maiden usually spends her time drinking tea at Hakure's shrine. Reimu has high spirit energy and is a skilled martial artist. She shows no remorse for thwarting evil yokai in Gensokyo, but there are some exceptions to this rule. A human sorceress who lives in the forest of magic and is dedicated to her research. She's known Reimu for a long time and occasionally steals her yokai extermination work. Her magic is extravagant and focuses on firepower. Okay, I have a question. Which character did Naro pick? Because I'm gonna pick the opposite. Just so there's some more variety between us. Because there's a very good chance he picked Reimu. Okay. He's gonna finish way before I finish, but I might as well put some variety, right? So we can be, we can do the Daze scenario. I wonder how different it'll be. Because in Scarlet Curiosity, the changes weren't really at all for the story. Gensokyo. A small territory hidden away in the mountains of Japan. I like this map. Although it makes the human village look like it's the entirety of the world. Or I guess this is only the human village. For millennia, both yokai and humans alike called Gensokyo their home, coexisting in harmony. Some 500 years ago, Yukari Yakumo, the sage of Gensokyo, began welcoming in yokai from across the world. 500 years ago? 500 years ago? What? Gensokyo is like 113 years old. It's only a little over a century old. Unless they're trying to set this up and saying that she brought yokai together and then made Gensokyo. But Gensokyo is barely a century old, over a century old. She raised the boundary between illusion and reality, creating a place where Gensokyo's yokai could thrive. As time marched on, humanity's advancements in science would bring them to reject the existence of what they saw as illogical. And as the yokai were deemed to be one such existence, they slowly began to disappear from the world. Where's the desert? Good question. I'm sure it'll be there. To combat the impending extinction of the yokai, the Great Hakude Barrier was erected in Gensokyo. With it, Gensokyo repelled the outside world's idea of logic, protecting the illogical lives of the yokai within. Well, you can tell because... What's the period, chat? What's the period that Gensokyo is, like, replicating, I suppose? In Japanese history. Because that period in time is around when the border was made. So you can kind of place it like that. The end of Edo. I think so. Because I know it's been over a century. It's been over 100 years. So Gensokyo, Gensokyo is not 500 years old, that's for sure. More than a century had passed since the two worlds had separated and the yokai had endured the test of time. Another day, another boring lesson. What a total waste of time. I'd rather be living it up in Gensokyo. If I could just find a way to get there. Play the combat tutorial. I know this music. This music's gonna get claimed. I've been so focused on my research lately. It wouldn't be so bad to get some exercise in. Extra normal attack. Okay. Whoa, look at all these buttons. Okay. That's fine. I have 1,000,000 HPs. Success. That should be it for the warm-up. I was jumping around. Press B for a skill. Big spin. Star shot. Big spell card. Alright, status Reveri. And... No, I didn't use the Daze Blast. Hold on. No, let me do the Master Spork. Next step, defense training. Not my forte, but... Press RT to guard. When enemies display a blue indicator, properly time it to initiate a perfect guard. This will briefly slow them and leave them open for your attacks for a short time. Oh, that's cool. Once I see a blue light come from the enemy, I need to block and then punish them. Oh, Marissa's got a little fang. I like her outfit a lot. She's also got a Reimu bow on her hat. Perfect guard? No, I didn't get the laser. Oh, that wasn't as cool as I thought it'd be. Okay, do it. Do it. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's witch time. No, that's great. I love... I'm actually a witch. I got witch time. Unblockables. Trying to block a barrage will break your guard. Avoid barrages with A to jump. Can't block a barrage of bullets. Guess I'll just have to dodge them. Alright. Phew, that was just a workout against some grunts. I still gotta heal a little. Tell T to deplete your vigor, it'll let you recover 1/4 your total health. Okay. Oh. So, okay, the block button's like that. Interesting. That ought to be enough. Ooh, I'm spent. I haven't been exercising lately, so I bet I'll sleep well tonight. Why are they using this music? Time to head home and dive right into bed. Holy shit, it's like I'm playing Pikmin right now. It's like Pikmin, and like I'm on this itty bitty little path. Hold X to dash. Oh whoa. Whoa, look how fast she is. She's zooming. Yeah. I can't move. Am I paralyzed? Whoa, who are those guys? Where am I? Alright, that's all for today. This subject will be on the test, so make sure to review it well. Okay. Oh, I can move again. That was weird. What exactly happened? Oh, I wanna... Yeah, the model looks good. The face actually has some animation to it, but you can't really ever see it. But it's nice that it has it. This is neat. Marissa in school. I've seen some doujins like that. Of just Touhou characters in school setting. Go outside. Yes. It was a dream. I guess that makes sense. It's got a lot of squish on her face. What a weird dream, though. I've never seen it even. I've never even seen a place like that before. I've never even seen that place before. But it felt so real. It probably exists in our realm somewhere. I wonder where that could be. Oh, I bet Corbin might know something. That settles it. I'll go bother him right now. Typical. Is that a gachapon? Oh. Hello, Corbin, you here? Roll the gacha. Ooh, look at all the stuff. Big sword. Old-fashioned camera. What the heck happened? This place is even more of a mess than before. He's got a water bird. He's got a... Look at that acoustic guitar. He's got my hat. That's my normal hat. There's a frog over there. Teddy bear. Happy sunflower. A ball of something. Same guitar. Haniwa. That's not very polite. That is a PC-98 computer over there, yes. You know these are products, don't you? Please, they're just outside world tools that slipped in against Sokyo, right? You call them products, but you don't even sell them. Haha, it's in a collector's nature to keep things close. I have many interests. So, how can I help you? Oh, yeah, so listen, I had the weirdest dream ever. It was in a place I'd never seen, probably somewhere not even in Gensokyo. There were all these random people, they looked my age, and all of them wore the same clothes and sat at identical desks in a room. It was almost like one of those temple schools you see in the village. Their eyes were totally dead while they studied. Ah, that sounds like a prison, Marissa. Sounds to me like a school from the outside world. The outside world, I've never even seen it before, though. I can't even imagine it, even in a dream. Hey, chat, you want to know something cool? It looks like Renosuke's pupils on his model are a different color than his pupils in the character art. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or is there a discrepancy? But you did see it, correct? I just had a revelation. Take a look at this. Whoa. What's this? Take a peek into that orb. Do you notice anything different? I believe this vision is a view of something in the outside world. I think you're right. Look at all those buildings. I've never seen anything like them. Is this really the world outside against Sokyo? It's just a theory, one I have no evidence to back up. Still, I'll leave that orb with you. Occult ball. You're seriously okay with that? Oh. 9 tonight. Okay. Chat, we're doing 9 tonight. So I will be ending the stream at 9 p.m. In other words, the stream will end in 3.5 hours. Be prepared. You're seriously okay with that? Is this an important piece of your collection? It is, but I'm willing to part with it in exchange for your reporting any more dreams of the outside world to me. Heh, sweet. Bet I'll have some good dreams tonight. I think I'll leave this orb by my pillow. Marissa, that shit's really bright. Are you gonna be able to sleep? So look at the size of that nightcap. How are you gonna sleep with that right there? Time to hit the hay. I wonder what I'll get. I hope it'll go from where the last stream left off. Nighty night. Dead. Where am I? I got an Achievo. Oh, these buildings are all so strange. Is this really the same dream as before? Marissa is in Japan. Oh boy. Modern Japan. Oh, look at this landscape. This feels so weird. Kamurocho, that's correct. Are those Roombas? What the heck are those things? This may be just a dream, but the outside world seems a lot more dangerous than I thought. Brother, it's a Roomba. Get up! Oh, you can break your fall. Oh, you can block that. Okay. Get up! Alright. Okay, okay. I gotta remember which button does what. Gotta get used to the guard button. Weird. I read that conflicts in the outside world are supposed to be more rational. Here we go. I feel like there's something here. In the park. Oh, oh, crunchy. Crunchy noises. What's this plaza? No, what's that item? Excuse me? Oh, chat, you see Scarlet Curiosity on the TV? What was that shadow? That like a what was it called? It's like a drone. It's like a drone with a giant buzzsaw. Oh, come on, is this their boss or something? Fine, I'll just take care of it. What about the crystal, Marissa? It is a drone. What is this? It's huge! It must be their boss. Thank you for the cool road you made me with these talismans. Giant drone. Dream anomaly intruder must remove. Must remove. Ah, here it comes! I think I gotta shoot it. Whoa. You can block that. You can block that. Oh. Kind of a weird button to have mapped to that. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay. Mother... Alright. That does so much damage. I can't block that. So I'll just beat it in a contest. Crackle beep, warning, low battery. Huh. What was that it? Battle difficulty high, progression impossible, activating economy mode. Seems like it's done for now. That was pretty scary. If I had kept fighting, that wouldn't have gone well. Now I just want to go home and eat some soup. Huh? Why do I feel so weak? Oh, that's right. It's all a dream. Can I pinch myself awake now? But this feels so real. And it's so cold. Restricted mobility and target detected. Activating emergency removal mode. Huh? It can still move? I can block that. Oh. I let my guard down, even though it's just a dream. Waking up to a loss sucks. But I'm still so cold, I must have fallen out of bed. Nyeh. I'm freezing. I fell from the sky. Ow. Ow, ow. This pain is definitely real. Wasn't I asleep at home? Or even am I? I remember this place. This is a cave in the Yokai Mountains. But why am I here? What's going on? I'm now level 1. Oh my god. Alright, Marissa got hit so hard she lost all of her experience. But I still have my moves. The bomb seems to go up on its own, but I can't really tell. Okay. Can you swim, Marissa? Yeah, that was a foolish question. That was an extremely foolish question. Snowman. That works, okay. Yeah. You can block that one. Okay. Just gotta pay attention to stuff more. Normal clothes. Price 3. Defeated enemies may drop equipable items. These items have no effect when not equipped, so open the menu and start to equip them. Okay. I don't have any... I remember this system, yeah. I just put shit on when it has bigger numbers. And yeah, I have this stuff. Yeah. Intellectual property notation. That's very important. Be sure to know what that's talking about. So yeah, chat, this game, the last game this team made was Scarlet Curiosity. If you don't know that game, I actually did play it before. You play as Sakuya, or you can play as Remilia. I'm pretty sure I played as Remilia, but the story wasn't like really different no matter who you pick, so I never played the other side of it. It also had kind of a lame extra stage. But the game itself was pretty fun. Had nice music, cool visuals, pretty good gameplay. Normal clothes plus. There was also a game they made before that, the Yomu game that I played. That one was pretty fun. The Scarlet Curiosity had aspects that were definitely better than it, but I played them out of order, so. That's good. And you can attack everything while Perfect Guard is going on. Okay. A bracelet. Oh. Alright, and the heal gauge will go up. Okay. But your combo gauge will go down. So what's neat about Scarlet Curiosity... I thought Scarlet Curiosity was a fine game. It had some great music as well. That game also had a bit of a novelty to it, in that I believe it was the first, like, Touhou game. Oak Broom. I believe it was the first Touhou game to come out for PlayStation. Or not, no, it wasn't that. I think it was the first Touhou game to ever be featured at E3. I think that's what it was. Because Scarlet Curiosity is on PS4. It's on PS4, and it was shown off at E3. I believe that was the milestone to it. The first Touhou game, might be the only Touhou game actually at this point. I don't know if there were ever any other ones that were shown off. And E3 is no longer a thing anymore, so it'll hold that forever. Personally, I think the game is pretty good. But there's, you know, there's definitely differing opinions on all types of things. Oh, let's get that. Okay. Goodbye, E3. Well, come on now. E3 ceased to be about video games for, like, long beforehand. I don't think I can get past here yet. Okay. Guess I'll go this way then. There are swords crossing. That's a gross looking creature. Ox demon. Kehehe. I stopped by because I smelled a human, and here I find a tasty girl on the ground. What if Marissa didn't make it in time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Can you let her go? She's a friend of mine? Oh, come now. Don't go telling lies. If you want me to spare her, then you are volunteering to be my feast instead. Nah, I think I'll pass. And then Marissa leaves. Bye, Sumireko. What's your plan? You're not thinking of fighting me, are you? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Brace yourself. Oh, you can parry that. Whoops. Ooh. No, he lived on 2 HP! Unbelievable. What's this? It's kind of like the orb Corden gave me. What's this view inside? I don't recognize it. Is this from the outside world too? Whatever it is, it seems like it could end up being pretty useful. You saved me. Thank you so much. Hey, who are you anyway, and where am I? I'm Marissa Kirisame. This is the Ice Cavern. Ice Cavern? What, you don't remember? No, I was already on the ground when I woke up. That's weird. This place has been frozen for years. Yokai like that hang around here a lot, but the only humans that usually come here are ice vendors. Yokai? Oh, that monster from earlier. But if those really exist here, could that mean... Is this Gensokyo? Huh? Well, duh, of course it is. Wait a sec, are you from the outside world? Oh, this really is Gensokyo. I get it now, of course. A Gensokyo native would see me as an outsider. Well, yes, I'm a resident of the outside world. I'm Sumireko Usami. Nice to meet you, Miss Marissa. So how do you know about Gensokyo, yet you don't know who Marissa is? Because that leads me to believe that this game, the events of 14.5 didn't happen. But she knows what Gensokyo is. Gensokyo native, I'm just a human, same as you. Well, I can use a bit of magic. Magic? So that's why you were doing in that fight. Oh, I really did come to an amazing place. Wow, I've never seen someone so energetic from the outside world. What do we do about this, though? It's a mess here. I'll take you to Corden's place for now. This is gonna be its own story, yeah. I could tell as much. There's a lot of inconsistencies. But I'm not gonna actually the game every goddamn time. Come on, let's hurry up and get out of here. Minimap and destination. Current story destination displayed in the upper right corner. Okay. We're going this way, team. Follow along. Regular bracelet. I equipped that broom and these snowmen now die in 2 hits. Kinda crazy. Kinda wish the dash was a different button. So I didn't have to like, you know. There's like a weird amount of startup to it as well. Learn to skill. Which way? Ley line. Surf on the broom and rush the enemy. You can change directions while moving. Oh, there's power. I guess by using it, it levels up. Let's try it. Ah, and it has to reboot the skill. Yeah! Yeah, it goes no distance at all, though. That's such a Marissa move. Alright, I like that move. Maybe it gets faster as it levels up. But it's definitely a very Marissa move. Oh, I'm dying. Gotta remember there's a heal button. Nothing down there, right? No, I don't think so. Okay. Dash, Daze, dash! Imagine it going this speed. Frogi. Oh, Suako's not gonna like this. They fall over so dramatically. Oak Broom Plus. That might be better. It's not better. That's kind of better. It's kind of better. Crit damage 9%, but crit rate down by 3. Okay. Item drop, HP down. Oh, I like items. Oh. Bracelet. Okay, alright. Okay. Nope. Pay attention to the outlines. The frogs. Big shot. Oh, it ended out. And the standard attacks. Yeah. I got money. I gotta remember there's a heal button. Okay. All frogs are gone. Whoa. Gosh, the sun is so bright. Maybe it's because of that dream or because I woke up in a cave, or because of all those incidents. I gotta do something about Sumireko. I'll head to Cordon's place and ask him for advice. Main quest is displayed with a red icon on the world map. Clearing main quest will progress the story. Oh, I can walk on it. Oh, this is cool. There's a door here. And I can run. Cordon's is down there. Oh. So what's up here? Would you like to move up? Yes. Knock knock, Snaya's not home. There's no one home, actually. It's like the cable car, but the cable car is supposed to be at the base of the mountain. not halfway up it. It's a nice looking map, though. Uh-oh. 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 Can't be doing that now. There's a little cave in here. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. A little water. It's like the human village. I don't know what that is. I assume it's the SDM. There's a big-ass cave back here I can't go to. There's a little house over there, too. That's probably, Oiremu's house. Oh, I can just jump up it. Yeah, this is Reimu's house. Okay. It's kind of a cute little map layout, yeah. Down there, looks like a flower field of some sort. This looks like bamboo forest, which means this is probably Ayante. The areas just haven't been put on the map yet, but this looks like the bamboo forest. And then that's the Forest of Magic over there. I can see Alice's house. There's nothing really here yet. That's Codindo. There's Alice's house. A fire. Looks like the Wenzuka, I guess. There's the that's the radio tower. That's the radio tower. This is Marissa's house. The fairy shrine from Sengetsu-sei. And this is the Gembu Ravine. Okay, yeah, and Wenzuka does attach from the Forest of Magic and Puppet Dance as well. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Main quest Sumireko, target level 2. Rewards, Strength Stones 0, Gold 0. First wandering the outside world in my dreams and find a mysterious girl passing out in a cave. Something is really off here. Okay. I like when I look at the map and I can kind of pick out how it works. And it kind of like works the way I think it works, and also the way that, because we don't have a definitive map of Gensokyo. A lot of it is creative liberties, but it's cool. Like, we do have a lot of hints and small ideas of what connects to what. So it's cool to see people's takes on world maps to see how they put things together. Goodness, so this girl is from the outside world. There is a radio tower. Yep, it was in Sengetsu-sei. It found its way into Gensokyo. They couldn't figure out how to get it to work. And the fairies decided to build a little fairy shrine out of it. And Yukari was like, yeah, that's fine. Hi there. This is Minosuke Morichika. I just call him Cordon. He may look normal, but he's actually half yokai, just like that monster from before. He's what? Please don't compare me to that monster. I'm certainly not going to eat her. Haha, my bad. Corden's a collector and a tool vendor. He doesn't have an eye for outside world tools, though. If you don't mind, he'd love to hear all about the outside world from you. Yes, please. I can barely contain my excitement. I can do that, but, forgive me. I let my excitement get the better of me. Regarding what comes next, you'll have to return to the outside world. What? No way. Chat, whose theme is this? Whose theme is this? Do 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 do. Doon doon doon. It might be Atom Bar. I think it's Atom Bar. It sounds very familiar. It sounds like Violet Detector. You don't want to go home? I mean, I do, but Gensokyo is an amazing place. I want to see everything that's here. I'm not ready to go home yet. Now, I'm not saying you have to leave immediately. One of my favorite tracks from Scarlet Curiosity was the STM, like Patchy's Library. Such a good theme. Gensokyo is separated from the outside world by a barrier. You can't simply go home just like that anyway. First things first, we'll need to find a way to return you to the outside world. To that end, Marissa, I'd like to send you on a search for a way there. What? Why me? Remember the precious item from my collection I gave you? I picked it up at the Gembu Ravine. There may be something there tied to the outside world. Hold on, chat. It's sweaty in here, and my wrist straps are getting sweaty and uncomfortable. So I'm taking them off. Ugh, I had them on the little art practice earlier. Oh. Okay. So you're saying that there could be similar treasures just lying around the Gembu Ravine. Well, that orb at least has some mysterious powers. It's not a bad suggestion, is it? Sure, I'll check it out. As for you, I don't know how long it'll take to fix this, but you'll need somewhere else to stay in the meantime, right? That's true. I can't go home, and I definitely don't want to sleep outside. As you can see, this place is a mess, so you won't be able to stay here. But I do know the owner of a book rental shop in the human village. It might be best to let her take care of you. Oh, Kozuzu. Yeah, I'm sure she'll take you in. So come here to take you to the human village. Marissa, could you start searching for clues tied to the outside world? Gembu Ravine, right? I'm on it. Kozuzu's gonna have a slumber party. Alright. Time to go. Yeah. Yomu the Assassin. Oh, gee. I'm not level 3, though. Strength stones. According to Korda, the outside barrier is weak around this area. Sumireko got into a bad situation earlier, but she doesn't want to go back. Doesn't seem to want to go back. I said I'd get on it, but it's kind of hard to search when I have no clues. But in situations like these, it's most likely that the treasure's lying deep within. Guess I'll have to take a look inside. I like how the way they do this is they just have a rock fall. There's just a rock slide that stops you from going backwards. Like, alright. Regular bracelet. What I do like, oh, look at the fish. Something I like about the design of this game is that the characters kind of feel really small relative to, like, the environment. And it kind of reminds me of Pikmin, where how Pikmin is all about being a minuscule minuscule little fella on, like, the proper world. And, like, the Gembu Ravine pathway here kind of looks like that to me as well. Like, I feel like I am an ant on a regular pathway. But also the bridge size is like, oh, okay, what's going on here? I made that harder than it needed to be. Now, there might be bonus orbs. Oh, I gotta pay attention to the map. There's, like, bonus things you can do to get, like, more HP or something like that. I forget what they were, like skill orbs or something. Okay. There should be a way to open this. Alright. That's the way to go. That's a big bug. Oh, that's a big bug. Whew. Okay. That'll break the barrier, most likely. Okay, that's progress. I'm gonna backtrack. That should take care of that pesky barrier. It's Hatate colored, but also Sumireko colored, I guess. Yeah, that's just a regular centipede. But I am... this is Marissa's canon height, by the way. Just in case anyone was wondering. Alright, there's bonus up here. Ooh. Yeah. Kill the big bee. Just be yourself. Learn Magic Missile and Stardust Reverie. Wait, you mean I didn't have that in the first place? Magic Missile. High-speed missile made from magic as far as a projectile. Skill charges quickly, leaving no opening for foes to strike. Okay. Wait, I had Master Spark? What? When did that happen? I genuinely didn't notice. I didn't notice. I had that the whole time. Oh, that's not better. Well, I want to try it. All right, next frog is getting blasted. I'm gonna blast the next frog I find. I had Stardust Reverie the whole time. I wasn't even paying attention. Well, it wasn't a frog. It wasn't a frog, but it counts. Those guys kind of tackle you. Just like being in their general area seems to hurt. Guess I should probably try and fight them from a distance. That's the whole point of this. Cast Magic Missile. Yeah, I keep taking damage. Oh, you know why? It's because there's bullets circling around them. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Wow. Alright, alright. Where'd it go? Use everything Marissa's got. I hit the wrong button. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Well. I forgot which button was guard. I gotta remember that. Well, you can use it in the air, but it falls. Okay. No problemo. These frogs don't stand a chance. Ooh, rare equip. Tsuchinoko Reel. Magatama. Rare drop. Rare drop. It's... What? Some rare drop? What's that? That's goofy. No, thank you. This game keeps catching me from mashing. I like that you can take the witch time to other things. It's a good mechanic. Just gotta get used to it. Okay. It's also satisfying to just hit a bunch of things. Listen to the sound effect layer up. Ooh. Get him. Get the stuff. Nice. Okay. This is Luna's theme? Wait. The fairies don't have unique themes, do they? Or... Unless you're referring to the stage theme. Or it's from the bonus CDs that like went with Sengetsu say. Because Sunny Milk's theme is Sunny Milk's Scarlet Incident, which is like, has a bit of UNO in it. Oh, a dead end already. That was not me. You dodged that? You're pretty good. Look at this squishy fella. Oh my god. What the? Hey, don't you know how dangerous that is? I feel like if I squeezed her cheek, I'd be able to like pull it pretty far. That's how squishy she looks. The name's Yomu Kompaku. I'm a swordswoman in training from the underworld. I can see that you're skilled, and I wish to challenge you. Whoa. That did a lot. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, she's got a barrier. I hit the wrong button. Ah. Oh. Whee! Goodbye, Yomu. Violent Brew. Such power! What's your problem? Just attacking someone out of nowhere like that. It's dangerous! And you said you're from the underworld. Yes. How'd you make it here? I can't get into the details, but there's a door that can be used to cross through barriers. A door connecting Gensokyo to the underworld, then a door is connecting Gensokyo to the outside world. Might not be as weird as I thought. Chat, the end of her sword looks like a mop. What was that? Oh, sorry, just talking to myself. But the door's not here, so where to next? If I remember right, Korin sent Sumireko to the human village. Maybe I ought to check up on her and see how she's doing. 6 strength stones. Okay. Alright, I beat Yomu up. Why is there a burning fire? A Gensokyo style greeting. No door leading to the outside world, but I did run into someone from the underworld. The door's gotta be around here somewhere. I better go check on Sumireko for now. Sunny Milk's Scarlet Mist Incident is just her theme mixed with Flan's, by the way. Wait. But I thought that one came first. I guess not. Sunny Rutile Reflection, whatever. Okay. I don't remember the specifics to the Sengetsu Sei CDs. I kind of wish they were just in Great Fairy Wars, though. Great Fairy Wars has an issue where it has the same boss theme for stages 1 and 2. And then it's kind of like, you know, it would have been nice if each boss had their own theme in the game. Granted, Stake Your Life on a Prank is a fantastic theme. I shouldn't complain about that, but it's kind of like an all-encompassing theme. I wonder if Sumireko's doing okay. Huh? There's something off about the village. Man. Please help. The village is being attacked by yokai. What? Wasn't the village supposed to be a safe haven? I hope Sumireko's okay. Alright, man. You got it. Oh, look at this goober. Oh, look at him. I like that fella. The human village always looks so nice. Oh, it's a broom. Karekase. Oh, what is this music? Oh, what is this music? Jarhead. A wolf. A jack-o'-lantern. The laser's strong, but it's very susceptible to counterattacks. It can be whatever it is, I just don't like the genre. This is not my genre at all. Whoops. Keep forgetting where the guard button is. God damn. Secrets. Nice of them to have the camera angle adjust for that. It's probably EDM. I don't know. I just know that I don't really like it. But it's not because the music itself is bad, it's because I just don't like this particular genre. Ooh, what do we got? Regular bracelet. Hay barrels. Run, Daze. So I noticed the combo counter seems... Never mind. Never mind. There's no indicator when it's going down, though. Guess it just goes on its own. Normal close plus. Alright. Hey, if you're liking it, chat, and that's fine. No problem there. Woo! Narrow spark. Oh! He's learning. Bonk. That's a disturbing creature. Holy shit. I can hear the chaos even from this side of the river. I have to go see what's happening. Oh, the classic arena. Thank goodness you're okay. Marissa, look, I defeated an enemy. Nice. I didn't think you had that kind of power. You put up a good fight. Thanks to your help, I think everything's taken care of now. No, not quite yet. Huh? I still haven't fought you yet. Hey, hold on. I'm not an enemy. I'm just showing off what I've been taught about Gensokyo etiquette. Now, I challenge you to a duel. Oh. Oh, that's a familiar sound effect. Ow. Whee! Oh. Oh, I'm gonna die. I can do that too, you know. Woo! Perish. Satellite illusion. You're strong. I surrender. You're not so bad yourself. Was that magic or... No, a psychic variation. If you got power like that, why couldn't you defeat the yokai from before? I was unconscious when that happened. Plus, you never fight monsters like that in the outside world. Fighting him right there might have been impossible for me. You think so? That aside, is there just a new fad going around of randomly challenging someone to battle? You said someone taught you Gensokyo etiquette. You better start talking. Yeah, okay. That's not numerous, so this has been around for a long... Oh, look who it is. It's the Squishy Brigade. My name is Kosuzu Motori. I am the owner of this establishment. I mean, technically that's true, but your parents are the ones who run the show. You're just the face of the store. And I am Akio no Hieda. Oh, that's weird to say it like that. I have been recording the happenings against Tokyo and turning them into books. I like that shade of purple in her hair, though. It's kind of like... It's more like royal blue than purple. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, Chrom, Lucina, and Marth. Like, that kind of blue. But I actually kind of like it. Even if it doesn't really match up to the model. I'm currently staying at Miss Hieda's house. I was confused when Minosuke asked me to take care of someone from the outside world. As you can see, there's not much space here, just the same as Marissa's and Minosuke's homes. Sorry about that. So Aki, you took Sumireko in? Are you the one who taught her to start attacking people? Why would I do that? Though I did hear that you fought Sumireko. The only person who would teach her something like that would be the Shrine Maiden of the Yokai Mountains. Oh. Her name was, Snai Kochia. Or that's what she said. Just as I thought. I know about her. She's this annoying Shrine Maiden who's always sticking her nose where it doesn't belong when incidents like this happen. What do you mean by incidents like this? Gensokyo isn't populated only by humans. Other races such as yokai and fairies also live here, and Aki doesn't like fairies. From time to time, yokai who have lost their place in the outside world wander in. Whenever that happens, if it causes a large-scale issue, we refer to those situations as incidents. Like you, Sumireko, Snai also has mysterious powers and apparently comes from the outside world as well. Yeah, like 15 years prior. She said something along those lines, I think. Does that mean she's the same as me? Snai wanted to become a Gensokyo resident, so she came through the barrier on her own. I'd say you're more like a lost child that wandered in. I'd love to be able to travel back and forth whenever I felt like it. If only it were that easy. There's a powerful barrier standing between the boundaries of Gensokyo and the outside world. Occasionally, humans like you manage to pass through the barrier and vanish. The outside world refers to that phenomenon as being spirited away. Really? I'm jealous that I had to put in so much work to come to Gensokyo. Oh. Ah! What is it? I almost forgot. Aggressive fairies have recently started rampaging into the Forest of Magic. And the problem with that is... the rumor is that Snai is the one pulling the strings behind that. Would a Shrine Maiden really do such a thing? Well, it's just a rumor, so I can't say whether or not it's real. I'll go check it out. I've still got to find a way to get Sumireko back to the outside world anyway. Snai might have some ideas. Hey, I'm not going home right away, you know. Oh, Marissa, before you go. Yeah? If you're planning on fighting out there, you'll probably need to make some preparations. Yes? There's a new shop that opened in the human village. It holds plenty of tools for adventuring. Oh? And you usually pick up a lot of items, right? The shop will also buy anything you don't want. That's great to hear. I was starting to get bogged down with all the stuff I've been carrying. Oh, Renosuke's been put out of business. I'll go get prepped. Huh. General store. A Kappa opened up shop in the human village. I got a trip to prep for, so maybe I should take a quick peek. Oh, it's the house I can walk over. God damn it, it's this music again. Nice place you got here, Nitori. Ayo, door was open, so I thought I'd come in. Anyone home? Look at the size of that bag. There you are. Did you not notice a customer walking in? Hello? Eek! You scared me. Welcome. Would you like to purchase something? You can even sell me items you don't want. Ah, it's just you, Marissa. Oh, Nitori, right? Why is a Kappa running a store in the human village? Even though Kappa are yokai, we keep a close relationship with humans. I was given permission to open a shop here. No. What I mean is, why did you open a shop? I caught a whiff of something interesting. A human arrived here from the outside world, right? If that's the case, then you and the Shrine Maidens will be making their moves soon, and you'll need all sorts of things to succeed, right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong, but how do you know about that? Never underestimate the information network of the Kappa. Now then, you didn't come here just to chat. What can I do for you? Items can be bought and sold at Tori's shop. Sell items you don't need for cash. Look how small you are! Look at the size of that register. God damn. Sell. Yes. 5? Sure. I'll keep it. That's not that much better. Nope. 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 I like me my item drop rate. Buy. What are you selling? Oh, that's pretty good. Unless that's everything I just sold her. And now she's peddling it. Oh, wait. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm buying that. Give me that. Hello. Here. Take my shirt. I got nothing to sell you but the clothes off my back. Nice crystal. Closed. Preparing. Oh. Oh, I know who's gonna be here. I see that. I see that. I see that little setup. Ho ho. Ho ho. What's going on over here? Look at the size of that arm. Huge bag. Drone. A jetpack? Who the hell's wearing that? Preparing. Okay, all kinds of things going on in here. Oh, leaving already? I'll be sure to stock up with more great things, so come back soon. Story progresses, we'll add new facilities to the general store. Once you get the update, go check the shop. Side quests are displayed on the map with a green icon. Gathering info and money will be necessary for this upcoming journey. Might be a good idea to listen to other people's requests from time to time. Side quests. Cheery cemetery cleaning. Gold, rare items, strength stones. The organization from the village asked me to clean the cemetery. Me carrying a broom doesn't make me a maid service. That's fine, Marissa. Even though I'm getting paid to do it, cleaning the cemetery isn't a good look for a witch. We're supposed to be flying on our brooms, not sweeping with them. Wait a sec, she didn't just request me because I'm holding a broom, did she? We got some red spider lilies. The graveyard aesthetic looks nice. Oh! 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 Welcome to the Roomba zone. Roomba's down here. I just can't see her. Where's she at? Alright. Gotta do some quests. Yep. This broom isn't supposed to be for gathering trash. Ah, well, I guess it is kind of nice that it has a double purpose. Alright, let's get this over with. One and done. Alright, so I just did all the objective markers. But there's probably secrets. I honestly really like how these games look, chat. I just like the environments. They look nice. The 3D models look good. They're animated enough. But like, since the camera's a top-down perspective, there doesn't need to be that much animation going on like the face. But it's cool to see that there even is any to begin with. I really wasn't expecting that. Ooh, another big one. Hand-woven broom. I don't want to... I like the item drop rate. I like the item drop rate, so I'm keeping the item drop rate up. I like the music as well. Yeah, she does look like she's wearing Rainbow's ribbon as well. I don't know what that's about either. Oh. Yeah, more shit to sell. Oh, you can break those. I probably shouldn't do that. Seems like a good way to get cursed. But, well, you know Marissa. You know how Marissa be. That silly girl. Reckless endangerment of others. Destruction of property. Silly, silly girl she be. Looks like there's something over there. Oh. All done here. Something feels off. Crap, it's a trap! Alright, these wooden clubbing dudes are kind of awesome. Man, oh man. Okay. It's free EXP. Got some Jizo statues, red spider lilies. It decorates well. It's good music as well. Oh, that was the wrong button. There's crits, which I already knew. It's the yellow HP bar. I guess you don't need to dash very often, but I just think it's a bit obnoxious with the way it is. Whoa. Whoa! It's just a bit obnoxious how you have to kind of like do an attack before you're allowed to run. I didn't get that one down there. Oh, how did I miss that? No, it's not in here. It's through here. Oh, that's why. The running looks pretty funny. She'd be flying, though. Look how fast she goes. This is like motion blur on her. This is what she does when she, she's running into every chapter in like Wildhorn Hermit. When she kicks open the sliding door at Reimu's house, hit her with Oi Reimu. Oh, that was kind of bad actually. Oh, I killed it. Wow. That's the objective. Oh, rare drop. Magatama again. Okay. All done. Phew, that should be the end of that. Whose gravestone is that? Takes care of all the cleaning, but I still feel like there's something weird about the cemetery. I better go check on it. A big headstone. Defeat the ghosty goose. Well, first impressions of this game, chat. It's been an hour, if you can believe it. But so far, it's about what I expected, I suppose. Like, I liked Scarlet Curiosity quite a bit. I thought it was a fun game. The Yomu game was also quite fun. So I kind of expected this to be like that, but obviously with years more of experience behind it. And I am enjoying it. There's a lot of similarities. Ooh. Die. I got an achievement for a 100-hit combo. There's a lot of similarities to it, but they're the good kind of similarities, you know? A classic tale of don't fix what ain't broken. With this many ghosts around, it's no wonder no one wants to come. But I gotta admit, cleaning up here a little little here and there does feel good. Time I spent cleaning up things other than trash, though, less good. Success! I don't know what the strength stones are for. And a bracelet plus. Sidetrack. Finish your first sub quest. Okay. I think the game is $30. I actually don't remember how much I spent on it. I don't remember how much I spent on it. Ooh, this one's more item drop. Ooh. Yep, more item drop. It's all about that item drop, baby. Okay, we're good. Another side quest way over there. Can you repeat side quests? Nope. Or maybe you can. That's fine, I'll go do the other one. Up over here. Autonomous doll test. Perfect timing, Alice asked for help testing out her newest doll, and lucky me, I got some magic I wanted to test out too. That's right, I do actually. Satellite illusion. Okay. And violent brew. Potion Daze. Okay. Stop with this music, man. If this music gets claimed, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Phew, I've been working outside a lot more than I'm used to, so being home is refreshing. Hello, Alice. Hello, Marissa. Oh, but it isn't Alice. What's up? Ugh. Classic line. Almost classic. I built some automated combat dolls. Could you help me test them out? Nice timing. I had some new magic I wanted to test out. Marissa, I can't tell if it's the position of the art or what, but you look so much smaller than Alice. Also, very, very small nitpick, chat. The art doesn't fully reach the bottom of the screen, so there's a little bit of a line between them. And that's like barely a thing at all, but it's there, and it's now that I've noticed, it's bugging me. Let's go. Come at me however you want. So long story short, I just had to fight them with all I've got. Well, don't blame me if I break all your new toys. That's fine. No need to hold back. Look at the way she runs. She runs like a girl. Oh, that is... okay. Well, I fought them all right. Ah. There's like a lob on it. That is hard to hit when things are aggroed. But I want to see what it does. It's got big AoE. Oh, shit. Bonk. Huh. The guard button is just... I just can't remember where it is. Is it over? Not quite. For the last one, I'll be joining the fight. Yo. Yo. That's some good music right there. Skill leveled up. Woo! Bonk. Yeah! Get slapped! Thank you, I was able to get some good data from this. Compared to controlled dolls, these automated ones still need more work. Well, if you could build a doll that could beat me, then you'd become the strongest person against Sokyo. Hee, looks like I've got some lofty goals ahead of me. I'll help you out whenever you want, just say the word when you build a new one. Very well, I'll call on you again later then. Thank you for today. This is some damn good music. Oak Room Plus. Alright. Oh yeah, you can redo side quests. Oh, I kinda... Uh-oh. Wait, this is Marissa's house. What are you doing at my home? Can I just leave? Can I just leave? Am I legally allowed to leave? Return to world map. Yeah. I leveled up one of my skills. This is level 2, level 2, level 2. The bombs don't seem to level up. Okay, I don't see any other side quests. Dash. Go, go, go. Oh god, I can't control it. I can't control it. An unfamiliar girl. Sumeriko started acting weird because the mountain priestess said something to her, but would she really be somewhere like this? So, is this where Snai's been hanging out? She's originally from the outside world, so maybe she'll know a way back there. But I can't believe a shrine maiden of all people would be using fairies to cause trouble in the forest. I'll just have to ask her myself. Get bricked, idiot. Yep, classic rockfall. This is Marissa's version of a brick. It's actually quite strong and very effective against enemies that can't move. It's just when things start chasing me is when things get bad. Uh-oh. Well, that worked out. Bonk. Who's, Track? Track. Oh, it's Sunny Milk. I've been waiting for you. She looks great. She's fantastic. Also, every character, their art is so much closer to the screen than Marissa, so everyone looks bigger than Marissa. Canon size Marissa, by the way. Whoa, a fairy. What's going on here? You beat me pretty good last time. Isn't this a different person from the last one? Hold on, she's completely different. Ugh, come on, Sunny. Sorry, what's going on? You two are so naive. There's no way a human who would take a casual stroll to the forest of fairies. So there's no doubt that the two of them are in cahoots. You're not wrong, but it would be pretty suspicious for a human to waltz in here. That's why I came instead. See? See? She confessed to it. Luna Star, let's go. Move and I'll shoot. Wait, is that it? Is it the other way? I'll move if you shoot. Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna move. Wait, she's really strong. Damn it! Watch your mouth. In that case, we'll just have to attack together. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, see you later. Bonk. Holy shit. Woo! Who goes down first? Me, of course. Luna got stuck. Oh my god. That's one down. That's two down, that's three down. Ah! Ow! If you're that weak, your revenge was doomed to fail from the start. You ambushed the Mountain Shrine Maiden, huh? I'm looking for her. Wait, you weren't working with her? Nope, it's the opposite, actually. So we have an enemy in common. Sunny? Ah! Ha ha! Hehe. That was a good warm-up. Thanks for letting me kick your butts. Squirtle, I'm dying. They kind of beat my ass. I wasn't ready for that. Frog. Sanai, why are you doing this? Well, I mean, I was just minding my own business, cleaning the shrine, and then so Lady Suako came over. And she was like, hey, Sanai, there's some son of a bitch down in the village beating up frogs. I want you to do something about it, see? And then there you go. So really, it was my fault from the beginning. It was all Marissa's fault from the very start. The true final boss rears her head. Now, what's Kaneko doing in this whole situation? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. An outfit to be worn for a specific ritual. Yeah, I don't care about that. Well, I hit the wrong button. I'm going down. Wait, that's where I came from. I'm going up. Jeez, Marissa really controls like a frog. Never mind. Hibbity hobbity. Hibbity hobbity. She's got some bounce to her, though. You gotta give it up to her. I like Magic Missile because it's simple. I like Wayline. I don't know if I like the potion, though. Although the potion's kind of fun because I can do this. Yeah. The potion is kind of fun. Chuck a brick at her. And then boing. I love when it just barely comes to a stop. Level 8. You can really preserve your momentum with jumping. I actually wonder if that's faster than dashing. Alright. And now Alice installs her enemies. Gotta remember to heal. Leveled up skill. So I assume when you level up a skill, it just increases the properties of it. AKA the damage, cooldown, you know, all the usual stuff. Hand-woven broom again. Little cheap shot. Oh. Maybe I'll pay more attention to the block button. Or the guard button when I'm in a boss fight. When there's nothing else distracting me. Because the enemies really make me feel like I'm invincible. I can just beat the shit out of anything I want. That will definitely change at some point. Some of these enemies are tough. They're resilient. But for the most part, most of them do just plop to that funny move. Okay. Quick and easy. Quick and easy damage. That was kind of insane, actually. I like perfect guarded and also hit the other button at the same time. There you go. If there's one thing that's kind of hard to identify in the game, it's when you kind of have the enemy in a stun or a flinch, especially bosses. But the thing is, that's just kind of because of the way the camera is. But also, you can kind of tell when the boss is vulnerable. So it's not really an actual issue at all. It's an illusionary issue. Whoa. Bonk. That was some delayed reaction. Nope, can't stop that. Okay. I wonder. Oh, that actually hit it. Oh yeah, come on down. Come on down. Yeah, come on down. Come down here. I guess that works too. Nah, it's just purple and black. It's supposed to be like Sumireko colored. Because, you know, Sumireko, at least I assume. It does look like Hatate though, but that's just because the purple and black is, you know. It's a synonymous thing with some characters. That color combination is most well known for Gmod missing texture though. The skill variety is nice. That's not gonna hit. Okay. I do wish I could pull the map out a little bit. Just so I can see which way I need to go. So I can avoid it. Because you know me. Whenever I play games, I tend to try and do all the optional paths first. Which is really annoying sometimes, because the number of times I have chosen a path, gotten decently far into it, and thought, oh, this looks like the right path, I'm gonna turn around. Only to turn around and find out I was on the bonus path anyway, and I was like 2 rooms. I was like 2 rooms away from getting to the end of the bonus room. And I turn all the way back around, and then I gotta do it again. See, I'm doing it right here. I have no way of knowing if this is... Oh, wait. No, never mind. We're good. Oh. Get him. I got him. No, see, it was bonus. This time I made the right choice. See, I got a bracelet I'm not gonna equip. What is faster? Dashing was pretty fast, but what about hopping? Okay, I think the speeds are relatively the same, but it takes less time. It takes less time to build up speed from doing bunny hops. So maybe that's the best way to move. Speed tech. We're learning speed tech. Right here, right now. By the way, chat, ESA is next week. No, when you jump out of a dash, yeah, when you land, the dash just ends. So there's nothing you can do on that front. So you do get you get a speedy jump, but then the dash kind of resets. So if you just hold the dash, it's better. ESA is next week, and I don't know what they're running. I'm wondering if the schedule is up or not. Because ESA is one of those speedrunning events that I like to tune into when I get the chance. The only problem for me is that most of the time, my active hours are more like the dead time. You know, like prime time European time doesn't really line up for me. So most of the time I have to tune in is the graveyard shift, which isn't so bad because it means I get to see some runs of like weirder games that I do want to see. But I don't get the primetime runs. If there's any there I want to see, I don't really get to see them because I have to be up at like 3 a.m. my time for it, which I don't do that anymore if I can help it. But every now and again they got something good in that slot. Kind of weird how they decide what goes where on the schedule. Free shit, Captain. Oak Broom, normal clothes. Nairo got Graveyard this year. Well, Nairo gets Graveyard every year, but his Graveyard is good for me. I can actually watch it. What's he doing this year? He's always got something. Oh. Scarlet Curiosity Sakuya. Oh, that would explain the streams of him practicing that. Oh. Oh. There's some homing on them. Can't get multiple hits on that though. Okay. Ugh. Good. Alright. Fantastic. Perfect even. I think the only time I've really watched that game is with Ramilia. Whee! Ramilia was fun to play. I don't know how Sakuya plays at all. I probably would have went back and tried her out if the story had differences. It's possible the story is different in this game. But I'm not really sure if it's just like Marissa or Reimu in the player character role. But Marissa has some fun attacks, so there's that. How they play differs, but like what they play is not different. That's really what it is. There she is. You're Snai, right? Yep. Snai Kochi at your service. Who might you be? I didn't think she actually existed. So that means you're the one who attacked the fairies around here and taught Sumireko all that weird stuff about Gensokyo etiquette. Isn't this just the arena I fought the giant frog in a Yomu game? Sumireko? Oh, that girl with the glasses. Thanks to your handiwork, I've had my hands full with problems. I learned that in Gensokyo, it's best not to let common sense cloud your vision. Is that why you attacked those fairies? They were so hungry for revenge, they started attacking any human they saw. And now the rumor around the human village is that you're the boss of the fairies. That's not true. They were the ones who planned all this. And saying I attacked them is rude. Fighting is basically a greeting around here. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem for us. In that case, I'll give you a nice Gensokyo greeting myself, hope that knocking some sense into you might make you regret your actions. Potion. Whoa, Fumo be upon ye. Oh. You know, I kind of wish the Witch Wailing was, I wish it was a multi-hit. Bonk. Oh. Ow. Ooh. Potion. Well. Ow! Ow! Well, that was, unfortunate. Yes, this is it. This is how Gensokyo battles are supposed to go. Who even is she? She's just peppy as ever. Whatever. I'm sure you want to clear things up with everyone. Come with me to the village for a bit. Like I said, it was all a misunderstanding. I'm a victim of the fairies' pranks. Okay, you can start repeating yourself. Are you convinced, Kozuzu? Yes, I suppose I understand. I'm still torn on Sumireko's issue, but you don't seem to have any malicious intent. Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, putting that aside, I've got something to ask. Gotta ask you something. How did you come to Gensokyo? In my case, I have two goddesses accompanying me. When they decided to travel to Gensokyo, I tagged along. We've got a girl who came to Gensokyo from the outside world. Could you help us send her back? I can ask, but... Question, even if I can return to the outside world with these goddesses, how can I return to Gensokyo after? That would be impossible. I don't have the power to keep a hole in the Gensokyo barrier open. Then there's no way I'm going home. Not yet. She doesn't seem to agree with your plan. Do you not get what kind of trouble you're in if you don't have a way to get home? But you also can't inconvenience Snai every time you want to come to Gensokyo. Then never come back. Problem solved. If all you want to do is go outside the barrier, there's a hole hidden deep within the Yokai Mountains. What? Are you serious? Really? Yep, since I'm a Shrine Maiden, I sensed that change a while back. So there's a way to move freely between Gensokyo and the outside world as much as I want? Well, I haven't seen it myself, so I can't confirm it, but I think it's possible. So you know the location, right? I'll go check it out. Let's go check it out. Any more side questing I can do? Doesn't look like it. I'll stop by Nitori's next time. It's a mysterious door. If there are people who came from the outside world, there's gotta be people who can leave Gensokyo too. Okay. Outside world door. Is this where it's nice that the barrier was weakening? There's something standing guard. There's someone standing guard, and that door behind them looks pretty suspicious. Who's that standing over there? Chat, who is that? That blurry fella. It's a Kappa. Who the hell are you? You don't even have art. You're a 3D model. Stop right there. What are you doing here? What am I doing? What are you doing? You don't even have art. What do you mean? Isn't this where the barrier is weak? And that's the door connected to the outside world. How do you know about that? Because your reaction just proved me right. Sorry about this, but can you let me through? No can do. Now that you know, unfortunately, you won't be leaving with that knowledge. Hello, Notori? Where? Huh? Well, now I know what that jetpack was for. What? Where was she hiding? I saw her building all this shit. Forgive me, but you were at fault for this. She's gonna kill me! There are some things in this world that you aren't meant to know. She just sent me to hell! Ow, where am I? This is a place beneath Gensokyo. A place that was once called hell. And now I'm being greeted by a marshmallow. Hell? I didn't do anything that bad, did I? Wait a sec, who are you, and how did you get in my head? My name is Satori Komeiji. I am the master of the Earth Spirit Palace located here beneath the surface. You were defeated by the Kappa and tossed in here. I see. So it was an ambush from the start. Oh, when I get back to Notori, I'm gonna have some words for her. You're not dead. However, returning to the surface will not be an easy task. I'll help you return there. In exchange, I'd like your help with some errands. When you say it like that, it makes me want to tell you no. But I don't think I've got that luxury. Fine, fine, I'll do your errands. I appreciate your cooperation. A demonic crab has taken up residence in the temperature control room of the old blazing hell. I'd like you to defeat it and return the stolen orb to me. A crab? You see, that location and the gem were meant to be under my pet's protection, but that crab snatched them up. Sounds like you were just careless to me. The demonic crab has powered up... Hold on, chat. Powered up by the orb and intends to make sure no one enters the control room. Oh, that is as far as it goes. Never mind. In order to weaken the crab's power, I needed to go to the Blood Lake and release the energy from the shrine there. I see. So that orb contains mysterious power, huh? And if you can, please find my pet, the supervisor. She's a bird yokai with large black wings. You'll know her when you see her. She'll guide you from that point on. And after that, I just defeat the demonic crab and return the gem? Yes, when everything is finished, please come to the Earth Spirit Palace. From there, I shall deliver you to the surface. Heh, I'm getting kind of excited about this. Head to hell for the first time in Daze story. Okay. Well, welcome to hell, chat. So here's the palace with its cool courtyard. Here's more hell. Here's a path to more hell. And there's the town, and there's more hell. Remains of hell. Where did the lady's lost pet go? Lots of yokai show up around here, so I bet it's mingling with the others. I love this heartfelt fancy mix. Oh, this is a beautiful sight. Look at that. Wow. There's a whole city. That supervisor's got to be around here somewhere. That's a good theme, too. Hold on, chat. Alright. Yeah, I got hair in my mouth. Yeah. Got it. I want that. I can get it the other way. Okay. Marissa has gone to hell. I got another hair in my mouth. Where are they coming from? Enter the building. Yes. The reflective tables. Oh. Get nay-nayed. Tsuchinoko. It's real! Oh. I got new equipment now. There we go. You don't break stuff because you have to. You break it because it's fun. That was an unfortunate situation. The pumpkin guy's funny. Oh, I was ready to lob. There you go. It has been destroyed. Okay. It's hard to tell at what point in this game, like in the universe, this game is trying to take place at. I'm not gonna be a stickler for lore, but I would like to try and figure out where exactly the game is, like, what part in the universe. Oh. Oh. Well, I suppose this is fine. Don't get in the way. Yeah. Oh, whoops. The guard does last for a bit, so you don't have to be super specific on timing. Black card. Well, let's take a look. All I care about is item drop percentage up. Nope. Black card. A rare card from the outside world held only by the wealthiest of humans. It can be sold for a high price. You think Jun is in this game? I mean, anyone could be in this game, really. If Sumereko's in this game, anyone could be. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Just keep entering buildings, I guess. Oh, don't like that. Nope. Absolutely do not like that. Get him out of here. Large broom. That enemy is pretty awful to look at, gotta say. Captain, we got more free shit. Spirit Maiden gown. Ooh. Nope. Nope, it doesn't have item drop, so I don't care. Combo incentives are cool. You never know. You never know. They could be added posthumously. This game has been in development hell for who knows how long. They've had plenty of time to make new assets. You never know. I am curious about why exactly this game just went like completely dark for 5+ years and then came back and was like, hey, we're here again. Like, were there any updates at all from the dev team? Or did it actually go full-on radio silent and just kind of come back at one point and was like, oh. Give me the what happened on this game. I mean, it's out. Like, the game is currently out, so that's obviously a good sign. But you gotta wonder about these types of games that just end up in, like, their own little development hell. Is there really no information on the game's progress? For like a 5-year period? That's kind of crazy. Ah. Oh, hello. He wasn't so tough. The first official trailer was December 4th, 2021. Yeah, but this game was like, this game was known about since like 2018, right? That's so weird. It just makes you curious, you know? A little scarlet curiosity, hee hee ha ha. It was all just for the sake of the punchline. There was a game actually that I'm interested in checking it out. That's what we talked about yesterday? No, on Tuesday. The Patchy game. That game had a trial version. And it never, it got a trial version. It got like a, oh shit, Ghost Chariot. It had a trial version and it had like a bug fix in 2016. And then there has not been a single update on that game progress-wise for the last 6 years. No update or anything. No information on cancellation or what. I just gotta wonder, like, what happens to those kinds of things, right? Do they just stop working on it? They just done working on it, but they don't really announce it, so it just disappears? Does something happen to the dev team? But like, since it's so small scale, it's like not really an announcement sort of deal. Like, it just, you know, I just wonder about these sorts of things. It's a curiosity. Skilled, raise any skill to level 4. Okay. Is that max? Do you think? Can't tell. Oh, I shoot 2 now. I now shoot 2 magic missiles. Well, 2 sets, because I already shot 2 to begin with. I gotta level them up. Sturdy clothes again. So chat, this October, actually, there's actually a couple like Touhou horror-esque games. If you know of any, let me know as well. But I kind of want to put together a little compilation of them and check some of them out. But I also think I want to play Third Eye this year. Play Third Eye again, because I played it before. Like the first year I streamed. First reveal of this game was June 2017. GIF of Kozuzu cleaning her shop. Her only text is ready to open. Well, that was a big fucking lie now, wasn't it? Liar! No, so there's I'm just wondering if there's any like horror-esque Touhou games I can check out as a kind of little collection. Because there's definitely that Patchy one I want to check out. I want to check that one out. But just any like Touhou games that have a horror element to them that I maybe haven't seen, or even if I have seen them before. Just to do kind of like a Halloween kind of compilation. Because I wanted to do that before, but there really doesn't seem to be any horror games for Touhou. But maybe there's some buried that I just don't know about. Maybe somebody else knows about them. Bonk. I gotta level up my skills. I like these Yamawaros, swinging their bayonets around like katanas. A black card. A bit of a spooky stream, maybe. Again, I just don't really know. I don't really know any examples. There's one that I got that I want to check out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Wow. I ain't going to tell you what it is. I'm going to keep it a secret. But I got one that I know chat would probably love it. But there's another one. I don't even remember the name of it. But there's one where you play as, like, Yomu. And you're supposed to, like, feed Yuyuko. But Yuyuko is, like, this disgusting, ghostly abomination that kind of chases you around. And it's like, oh, Jesus. I need to get the name of that one. Oh, those are bear traps. Who put these here? Work clothes. Work clothes carefully woven by the hands of another worker. It's better, but my item drop percent. Okay. It is leveling up from 4. Okay. Into the building. Well, the thing about horror you gotta be careful with is sometimes the actual quality of the horror is jump scare. So it's not actually interesting in the slightest. So there might be some that exist, but they might be the kind of thing that I can't play. Because they're just bad. There's a book over there. Break the tables for more combo. How lucky was it they did their physical attack? And I misclicked. What the? Clappa. That was not a perfect guard, but thank you anyway, game. It's a stone, Luigi! You didn't make it! Okay. The Yomo game is Feeding Time by Vivid Turtle and Itch. Okay. Okay. Oh. Kogasa's House of Jump Scares. You know what? That'd be a sick idea for a game. Spooky's House of Jump Scares is a great horror game. Black Pearl Band. Pearl Bracelet. Pearl Bracelet. Pearl Bracelet. Black Pearl Band. Nope. Too much of a drop. Get him. Bro, I missed twice. Alright. There's a lot of potential there. Well, get to work, chat. I now leave it to you to create it. Large black wings. Are you the supervisor? Ugh. I thought I had obtained the ultimate power, but I'm just a failure. I heard that the control room was overtaken by a monster crab. What? Who told you that? Something wrong? I can't allow anyone who knows about that to live. Oh. Woo! Ooh, those are pretty looking bullets. It's like Subterranean Sun. It's got some gravity to it. Bonk. Oh. Woo! Ow! All good, all good. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Die. These underground birds are on a whole nother level. Color me surprised. You're pretty strong, lady. Huh. Could she even be strong enough to defeat him? Yeah, the whole reason I came here was to defeat the monster crab. Tell me where he is. Really? Does that mean you're a servant of Lady Satori? You could say that. Got it! My name's Utsu Ryuji. I'll lead you right to him. Alright, I got her. The Blood Lake in Hell. Do I really have to run errands for the Lady of Hell? Well, I have to go back to the surface one way or another, so let's get this over with. The Blood Lake in Hell. Yuma! Is this the Blood Lake? Looks more like an obstacle course. They say the lake is stained red with the blood of all the sinners who have fallen here. And just thinking about it, it's starting to freak me out. I'm kind of regretting taking on this job. Why is there a mushroom down here? Place kind of scary. Dude, why is it bloody like that? This is terrifying. I hate it here. I want to go home. No. Well, there goes Marissa. Now until the end of time. Let me in the birdie cage. That was kind of worrying. Well, chat, you died. I can't see you anymore because my Windows crashed. So, we're gonna task manager it up, baby. Goodbye to Chrome. Come back to me, Chrome. Restore my Windows, Chrome. Hello again, chat. It's just me and you. Let's go up. That was fun. Ow. Which way do you want me to go? Let me go up or down? Ain't no big deal. Over the bird cage or up? I'm gonna go up. Up seems better. Never mind. Well. Alright, that time the jump was at... You know what? Ow. What does the top route have in store for me? Cool Makai colored spikes. Fiber broom. So what's up there? No, I'm going up there. No, I'm going up there. I gotta know what's up there. Get ready to backtrack. Can you believe that Yuma was drinking all this? Just slurping it up. Yummy delicious. But it was oil to everybody else. This shit mega nasty. Oh, ow! Bro, this place is crazy. Why is there a fucking wheel of death blades? It was bonus. See, it was bonus. Hello. Is this a shrine? So I just need to release the energy here. Then here goes. Explode. There was an RPG Maker horror game released last October. What was it? Alright, that ought to work. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, whoops, I beat the level. I guess the bottom route was the long way around. It was gonna do a loop-de-loop. Well, okay. It's all in Japanese. Well, check it out. Tori's pet said that there was a demonic crab should be. I'll take care of it so I can hurry and get the heck out of here. What's it about? Franco Mary? Of course it is. Well? There's a crab over there. Are you the one who caused all of this? Heh! Well, well, if it isn't the little lady we beat down last time. You don't seem that tough. I can't imagine Utsu losing to some weakling like you. The thing is, when I'm fighting him, I can't unleash my full strength. Is that because of the power from the treasure orb? That's right, now I've obtained the orb's power, I shall become the king of hell. Sorry, but that stops here and now. At least you'll be the king of the crab boil. Ow. Bonk. Yo, he's got a skull face on his back. That's a spooky ass crab. Me arms! Rip his head off! Uh-oh. Oh, he died. He had like 2,000 HP and then he died. Gra! Come back, Mr. Crab. Is this the treasure orb? It looks like the orb I got from Corden. Does that mean this orb has some weird power? Let's return to Lady Satori's place. Okay, I'm going. Time to report my hunt to the lady. Better head up. I bet I can negotiate a bigger reward, though. Destroy the what? I can't read that. Lady Satori is waiting up in the mansion ahead. All the barriers. Alright, guess I'll head there, too. Look at this place. They got fairy maids everywhere. Yeah, Skull Chariot. Okay. A lot of stuff going on in this garden. Just like I remember it from Scarlet Curiosity. More shit. okay. So far, it's pretty good. If you liked Scarlet Curiosity, then you'll definitely like this. I don't actually remember a lot of the gameplay specifics from Scarlet Curiosity. I rather like this game's, like, parry system. It's extremely generous. It's not a flattering camera angle there. Well, Marissa, what do you think? Oh, okay, you can. Good job. I didn't think you had it in you. I do remember this exact map, though. So, this map isn't new. But it's fine. There should be new stuff eventually. Not everything has to be new. I don't know what Rainbow does or if it's any different, but I picked Daze. I'm enjoying Daze. She's got a funny move where she jumps on her broom and tackles you. See? Look how strong it is. Her normal attack is pretty ass. But I guess that's fine. Destroy the child. Oh, we got a green one. Silver drapery. Ow. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta make the most out of this giant garden after all. I just think attacks where your character like just fucking body checks people are hilarious. Especially for a character like Marissa. Where Marissa's, you know, you play Marissa in like an RPG and it's like, oh, she's really frail. And she has high magic. But then it's like, you know, you give her the broomstick attack and she does this and it's like, that's, I don't know, Marissa, that doesn't seem like a you attack. But at the same time, it is 100% a her attack. Who cares how conventional it is if it looks funny? I mean, look at Patchy. Patchy's supposed to be even more magically inclined. And then Safiro's just like, yeah, you can give her a book. And crank her attack stat up to a point where she's like a strong physical attacker. With a book. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Nope. Coming through. Throw that. Throw that. Tackle attack. Speed and power. There you go. There's the other barrier. It's in here. Where's my stuff? I do think it's funny when you go to established Touhou areas and there's just like enemies wandering around the house. It's like the SDM and the Palace of the Earth Spirits do it a lot. Like you're just chilling in the garden. Like Satori comes out, looks at her garden. She's like, ah, beautiful. Meanwhile, you got fairies 1, 2, and 3 over here, like, just throwing shit. You got evil hell chariots just flying around the place. disgusting, like, violent plants just kind of flicking around and, like, spewing spores everywhere. Like, that's not a good garden. This thing... Like, what is that even doing in here? It's just a loose plant vine. And it's just slapping people for no real reason. Who's doing the gardening around here? Look at the size of that peed! That's ridiculous! Get that out of here, man. Bonk. I don't even know what to say about this thing. This is just a piece of wood with iron balls stuck to it. What else can you say about that? That was a bad shot. Whoa. Okay, pretty good. Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh, that bitch is a mimic. Aha! Don't you love when you accidentally discover mimics? There was no indicator on it, though. Would have been easy. Alright, the whole garden has been cleared. Never mind. Bro. Alright. Man made of gold. Look at that. That view is so nice. It's even got the patterns from the game as well. For the stained glass. Although, I have no idea where that light source is reflecting from because the ceiling has no windows and they're next to pillars. Where is that pattern coming from? This hall is so needlessly big, dude. Either that or I'm just like turbo small. But I think we've already established that. Wait, is it a church? It's like a chapel. Look at the size of that organ. God damn! I appreciate your assistance. As promised, I shall send you back above. She's gonna kill me. You have the orb that the crab dropped. Yes, would you mind if I take a look? Not happening. Oh, and why is that? I said I'd bring the orb, not that I give it to you. That's what you think? Do you really think that kind of reasoning will suffice? You are reading my mind. Yes, I am clairvoyant. No matter how you may lie or pretend, the truth will not escape my notice. Reading my mind is cheating. How about you prove that treasure is actually yours? Is that what you're thinking? Crap, she's right. I should back off for now. Running away is futile. To return to the surface, you will require my power. Can you actually read my mind? Then tell me what I'm thinking right now. You're planning to battle me for the orb, yes? Do you understand the position you're currently in? What's this? How strange. What a beautiful cascade of fire you hold in your mind. And I've decided perhaps it's not so bad to fight against a human every so often. Oh, beautiful yet vulgar sorceress, allow me to awaken your inner trauma. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice twirl attack. Woo! That's like her non. Bonk. Hey, that's my attack! Give it back! Ah. See you later. That's not my attack. I gotta stop throwing that shit. Ow. Orb. Ah, it did 279. All right. Whee! Whoa, orb be upon ye. I've been defeated. Very well, you may hold on to that orb. Hee hee, all mine. Oh, you don't know how the orb works, yet you desire it. With stuff like this, it doesn't matter if I can use it or not. What matters is that I want it. Can't lie about that. Very well then, as promised, I shall return you to the surface. I'm gonna go fuck up Nitori now, that's what I'm gonna do. That was such a mess. I'm stunned that you were able to return after being dropped underground. But why are the Kappa protecting the door to the outside world? Probably because they're sneaking into the outside world, and if Yukari catches them, she's never gonna sit still. Yukari Yakumo, one of the current sages against Sokyo. But wouldn't she have noticed the barrier was broken? That's true. So you think she knows about what the Kappa are doing and just ignoring it? Or she may be controlling the Kappa and using them as her minions. Whatever the case, we need to find out what's actually going on. I hate losing over and over, so I'm gonna have to pay them back in full. I thought Kappa and humans had friendly relations. We can't just assume all Kappa know the secrets of the way to the outside world. If only we knew where their base was, I could just walk right in. Oh, right, you received a letter from Alice. If you're unsure where to go next, it may be a good idea to visit her first. Alice? She could have just come straight to me instead of sending a letter. Well, whatever, I'm on it. Side quest. Check out the shop. The power amplifier has been completed. Head to the shop, check it out. I don't think I want to talk to Nitori right now, though. You know, I was just thinking. Sakuya's errand. The maid of the Scout Level Mansion asked me to get something for her. Is she really that busy? Ooh, but this book seems interesting. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hello, Sakuya. You want me to go do your errands in the village? Yes, I have some things I need to take care of, and I could really use the help. The art in this game makes the characters look a lot younger. So vibrant, fresh, full of life. Here's the shopping list. Couldn't you have asked someone else? Huh, wait, this is... Can I ask you this favor? Got it, I'll go buy them. I appreciate it. Okay. Go shopping. Cool. Let's go shopping. This isn't shopping. Butterfly dress. This is pillaging, Marissa. You can't do this. Where is everybody? Enter Suzanon. Listen to that xylophone. Nice place you got here. Welcome. Oh, Marissa, hello. Hi, I'm here to help with Sakuya's errands. Ah, yes, the maid from the Scout Level Mansion. Here it is. Yep, this thing's brimming with energy. This is a demonic tone, right? Surprised you knew that. It's the sort of thing we don't often get our hands on. Alright, yeah, when I first saw it on the list, I knew it had to be the one. Had to be one. Please handle it with care. The book isn't just something written by a yokai, it has the power to actually seal a yokai within the book. So the seal yokai may break out if you tamper with it. Please make certain you don't look inside. No problem, I can do that. Don't do it, Marissa. She didn't do it. Unbelievable. Alright, well, let's just take a, you know, take a look at the world around us. It's a nice looking world, I gotta say. This game has a good environment to it. I don't think breaking stuff really does anything. Oh, there's stuff to find, though. Oh, there's 4 objectives. Who's all the way down here? Hey, look at that. Welcome, what'll it be? Let's see, I need some carrots, tomatoes, and... oh god. Cayenne peppers? You're in luck, miss. We just got our fresh veggies in today. Especially the tomatoes. You'd be surprised how hard they are to come by. Great, I got everything she needed. I bet she'll be happy with these. Thanks, man. That's certainly one way to block a path. That must be Hieda's place. Aku's place. But there's still 2 objectives on the map. At least I thought there was. The heck? Where'd the other one go? No, it's right there. I'm here to pick up an order. Who are you? Huh? Oh, I'm here on behalf of the Scarlet Double Mansion, and here's the receipt for the order. Let's see. Ah, the order for Sakuya Izayoi. Very well. Wait just a moment. Here are the items as requested. Great. Seems like that's everything then. That ought to be everything. All I gotta do now is deliver these to Sakuya. But I am curious about what's in the demonic tone. A quick peek couldn't hurt, right? Let's just see. Whoa, this is amazing! And I'm supposed to just hand over something like this? Man. What was in there? You gonna tell me, the player, or are you gonna pull the wool over my eyes? What are you doing, huh? Fly. Nothing back here. Man, the human village sure does look nice. Very simplistic. Why is that like an office building? Huh. Kind of new age. So what about the other objective marker? Is that just not going to be there anymore? Ha. Hello, lovely day, isn't it? Alright, have you heard? The produce seller from the east was quite happy. It seems the vegetable harvest is wonderful thanks to the good weather. That's nice. Also, the innkeeper from the northeast has started selling rice. The warehouseman was complaining about how his business is being stolen, but I'd rather not be like that. I see, thanks. A lot of... Oh, this is Aku's place. Oh yeah, look at this. She's got the nicest place in town. But it's not even a close contest. Too bad I'm smashing all of her stuff for who knows what purpose. Oh, wait. Lucky broom. If that doesn't increase my item drop percentage, then I don't know what will. Oh, wait. That's better. It's the same item drop chance. Nope. Nope. I picked up a lot of junk, huh? Aha! A broom with a lucky talisman. Critical rate minus 100%. Jesus Christ. Lucky, is it? Alright, buddy. Whatever you say, buddy. 1%? Oh, give me that. Bracelet. That's better bracelet. Keep going, keep going. So much shit I got. Item drop rate is up. That's all that matters. How you in this building? Cool place you got here. There's another chest to open. There's no one home. Oh, chat, look at the lips on that umbrella. Oh, that's got an eyeball. The broom's got lips too. Crap, the yokai trapped in the book. Did I not tie it down tight enough after flipping through it? Well, curiosity killed the cat and all that. Guess I shouldn't have even opened it to begin with. Perish. Oh. Oh. Squirtle! I'm dying! Oh, swallowtail armor. Ew, 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 ew. What? Did I not get this one? I thought I did. Alright. Dwarf from Mantic. Never heard of it. Well, at least you're finding stuff. It's just a question of whether or not it's like good. That's the important part. Or good enough. Deliver to Sakuya. Well, this looks like a boss arena. Odds are I'm going to deliver this to Sakuya and she's going to get mad at me. I bought everything you asked for. Thank you. You've been a great help. Let me just confirm. Uh-oh. Did she notice? You picked out such wonderful vegetables. I'm sure my lady will love tonight's meal. Yeah, that's right. The shop owner was saying what a good harvest it was. Yes, yes. Vegetables, rice, and... the demonic tome seems to be missing. Yeah, so about that. They didn't have the book. I'll give you back the money, so could you let me off the hook for that one? I'm certain you're lying to me. Not to mention, considering its rarity, you would have interest in such a thing. Yet you trusted me with the grocery list anyway. Well, I'm guessing you have it stashed away somewhere and we're planning on taking it home. Well, you're kind of right. But you're also kind of wrong. I'm the one who will be scolded by my lady if it's missing. Now hand it over. Oh, I appear to be dying, Squirtle. Leveled up skill, Violent Brew. Not scary. This is not Sakuya's theme. Oh, I can throw two now! Oh. It's so fast. Ow, 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 ow. Another one. That works. You got it all wrong. I was playing a hand over the book. I really was. Wait, the demonic tome is blank? I see what happened now. This is quite troublesome. Very well, I'll try to convince my mistress the demonic tome couldn't be found. I'm so sorry. I can only hope the special soup will soothe her mood. Soup? She's making soup! Master Spark level up. Oh, okay. So I got level ups with the spell cards through the quest. Lost in the human village. Some village children who are out playing haven't returned. I don't want to think about what will happen if I can't find them. I hope they didn't go outside the village. I'll help ya. Objective 1. Talk to the client. Where are you, man? There he is. Man. Oh, you came. I heard the news. The kids haven't come back? Yes, they went out to play earlier, but then they never came home, and it's already gotten so late. Sounds like a big problem. Alright. I'll help you out with searching. Thank you so much. So how many kids are there? Including the children from the neighboring areas, I would say 20 or more. 20?! That many? Yes, there was a large gathering in the village. At first they were just playing with the locals, but eventually they called their neighboring friends and all of them went off to play, so we don't have an accurate number. What neighboring? There's only one village in this goddamn place. Wow, that's not good. But we did find one of them, and they're helping to confirm who else was out there, so we'll find it eventually. I'd just like you to find as many children as you can. Got it, I'll investigate. We'll continue the search on our end as well. Once you finish searching the village, return to me. Now where to start? Kids these days going out to play at this hour, no discipline I tell ya, but I can't deny I'm worried. So they haven't left the village, that's my biggest concern. You mean like me, right now? We out, see you later. On my way to leave the village. No one went down here, right? Children, where are you? Oh, I found one. Whoa, where am I? I don't know the way home. My mommy's probably worried. Hello, child. There you are. Hey. Thank you, Zepai, for the sub. Miss? Phew. Seems like you're okay. Is there anyone else with you? That doesn't tell me anything. Are you by yourself? Wow. I'm so scared. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrogated you like that. You were lost for so long, it must have been scary. But it's okay, you're safe now. Sniffle. Alright, have you calmed down now? Why don't we go home together? Okay. That's only one child, though. Alright, there's now one child in my possession. Where are the remaining? Oh. Oh, I can't go in the battle arena. Where are you? Oh. Found another one. Over here, this is where Kokoda was dancing. Well, maybe we can wait for her to arrive. I'm so excited. But, oh, how much longer do we need to wait? What are you doing here? Ah, we've been spotted. It's late, get on home. I don't wanna. Why not? Kokoda's gonna perform Know of Darkness right here, tomorrow. Know of Darkness? We're huge fans of Kokoda. We want to see her up close, so we're waiting here. That way we don't lose our amazing seats. I'm glad you're passionate about this, but camping out here is not the best plan. Don't you think Kokoda would be upset if she heard something happen to you? But... Your parents are worried too. They may be less upset if you go back now. But if they find out you were camping out here just to see a performer, I bet you'll never hear the end of it. Oh, what should we do? I'm cold anyway, and kind of sleepy too, so maybe we should go home. Fine, I guess, but we're meeting up again first thing in the morning. Yeah, I'll be ready. You two are good girls. Now head straight home. No distractions. Chat is now fiending for any opportunity or mention of Kokoro. All you gotta do is give them a stupid emote. And suddenly, chat finds a new favorite character. How simple. There's a lot more, like, accessible area here now than there was before. God, look how far I can go. Until I'm stopped by a wheelbarrow, that is. The old man who lives here is super mean. All I did was run by his house and he came out and yelled at me. No way am I gonna take that. Let's sneak into his house and prank him. Hey, what are you two doing? Crap, we've been caught. What do we do? Do we fight her? Hey, that old guy was looking for you. Go home now and I'll look the other way this once. Dang it. Okay, let's go home. Fine. Seriously, these little punks. Give me that. You want to tussle? You want to throw hands? And now I'm back at the... Oh, that's Susanon. Okay, okay. The village is a big place. What are you doing? You're gonna get hurt if you fall. I'm seeing if any fishies will swim by. Man, kids really are carefree. Your mom's worried about you. Hurry up and go home. Okay. It's just shit to sell, really. I found another child. What are you doing here? I'm investigating all the mysteries the human village has to offer. Sorry, mysteries? The human village has been a strange place lately, don't you think so? No, honestly, I haven't thought about it. How dreadful. Do you see that two-wheeled wagon? It's got barrels of rice on it, and the wagon is placed in such a way that it blocks the path. I guess that's true. Oh, is it that time already? Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll head straight home, so please don't worry about me. What a weird kid. It is a phenomena, yes. These wheelbarrows. That's 7 of them. 20 or so, huh? Children! Where are you? I guess I'll just steal more of Aku's stuff. She's a burglar. The open window maniac. So that's where you were hiding. Snore. Is he sleeping standing up? Hey, wake up. The sun's gone down, you know. Just a few more minutes. Hey, wake up. Snap out of it. Huh? Who are you? I've been looking for you. If you're gonna sleep, then go home and get a good night's rest there. Okay, thanks. Is he gonna be okay? Probably shouldn't let him go off on his own. But while my objective is to only find the lost child, if I found him, he's not lost anymore. Oh, good. Technically not lost, so I've fulfilled my end of the bargain. There you are. Now go home. What? You're finally here. I thought everyone had left. Where'd that pot just like materialize over there? You're playing hide and seek. I'm good at it. Now get going. You gotta head home. Okay. You can't be doing that. That's the work of a ghost. There's another child somewhere. Hello, child. What are you doing here? Ah, man, you caught me, and I thought this was a good hiding spot, too. Nah, I'm it. Go hide. No, I'm not here to play with you. It's late. You need to go home now. Fine. Case closed. Phew, how many is that now? I still don't even know how many I'm searching for. Better go report back, or I might be out here forever. Yo, power walk! Did you see that? Chat, that man covered like an entire building's worth of distance on half a step. That motherfucker's got Heelys. Marissa, thank you so much for your help. That last child you found was the only one still missing. Oh, so they're all accounted for. There were some children who came home on their own after it got dark, but we checked with the other children and they said everyone was accounted for, so I believe the issue is resolved. Whew, I'm glad. I thought I'd have to search all night. Well, my job here's done. I really can't thank you enough. Please take this as your reward. 14 stones, 1,200 wing-wangs, and a lucky broom. Another lucky broom, huh? Yep. That item drop percentage, though, oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. Another side quest to do. Why is there a hole in the wall up there? Excluded fairy. The other fairies in the forest of fairies are being bothered by a strange fairy. Aren't there supposed to be fairies there? What's going on? I'm getting all sneezy. Why is it so cold? It's too early to be winter. Oh, I wonder who it could be. What the? Is this ice? Of course, fairies who are sensitive to the cold would be complaining. I gotta find what's causing this and get rid of it. Well, I can't imagine who's about to show up. Pay attention, please. What are my skill levels at? Level 3, level 4, level 4. Almost got level 4 for this one. I don't even really know how to level them up aside from just using them. Oh. Take the pathway. Can't be excluded. If I run into Chirno and Marissa's like, who are you? I'm gonna be so confused. Gonna be hella confused. How you gonna just not know Chirno? Everyone knows Chirno. She's like, you know, she's Chirno. Everyone knows her. Oh, baby, that's loud. Which characters I know and which ones I don't is very confusing. I knew who Sakuya was. So there's that. Maybe it's tied to events of the last game. Knew who Notori was. Bro, that really didn't hit. Snowmen? Oh, now we're back to the usual damage output. Bonk. Okay. Okay, let's think about the last game. Sakuya fought Marissa, right? In her story, Marissa was a boss in that game. I think. I guess we just have to assume that the characters only have met. But what about Yomu? I guess Yomu didn't meet Marissa in either game? I don't remember what Yomu did in the first game anyway. It's got like its own canon. Actually, I'm kind of curious what about, well, no, Reimu's outfit was shown in the character select screen. I was just thinking, like, Marissa's outfit is quite different. I like it, though. I think the outfit looks quite nice, but it definitely has a unique, like, style to it. But Rainbow was pretty samey. But that's fine. It's Rainbow after all. You don't need to do anything like... You don't need to do anything insane for Rainbow's outfit. It's already pretty insane when you think about it. Alright, I got the upgraded skill. So what's it do now? Oh yeah, there's an after image. There's now an after image. Yeah. Right in the middle of it. Okay. Yeah, you can't do that. It's kind of hard to customize Rainbow's design, I think, comparatively to Marissa's. Huh. Marissa, I mean, her outfit's kind of like bluish now. Or at the very least in the fighting games. In the fighting games, there was like a bluish tint to her outfit. Made it look kind of nicer. In my opinion. But there's some aspects to her overall design that you can change up and still have, like, be a witch's outfit. But for Rainbow, her outfit's pretty, like, hard to adjust. You can add a couple things like accessories, mittens and scarves and stuff like that. Give her some fresh boots. But Marissa, I guess, has more wiggle room. There's a bit more wiggle room for her overall design that you can get away with. She still has the traditional outfit though, of course. Okay. Well, recognizing her as a Shrine Maiden is something entirely, because, like, her outfit isn't, like... Nice entry. Her outfit is not Shrine Maiden-y at all. Not really at all. It's like her own weird outfit, but they call it Shrine Maiden's clothes. But it's not! Wow, so you must be the one they call the Ice Fairy, huh? Hee hee hee. Now I'm the strongest fairy here. I'm in a real good mood right now. Cheering the Undefeated is the best of them all. I feel so good, I bet I couldn't even lose to a human. That's why I challenge you here and now. Perfect. If you're that confident, then I'll come at you with everything I've got. Ow! I don't know why it's Tenchi's theme. Ow. Oh, never mind. That's got some fairy theme in there. This is it's a fairy theme. Bonk. Those big blue orbs. Pretty great. Look at the size of that thing, man. Yeah, that's Tierno, alright. Bonk. Charge! I don't know why I heard Tenchi's theme in there. Ow! I thought I was unbeatable. Seems like you got too confident from bullying the other fairies. But you took it too far. Next time, try and strive for something a little bigger. Large broom. Alright, I think that's a portal to hell. Yep. Oh, look at that, a side quest. Lost in hell. A living human getting stuck in hell? How is that even possible? Wait a second, that's exactly what happened to me. Well, I guess that makes sense then. Don't know if I should be saying this, all things considered, but what is a human doing in a place like this? Hope they're still alive. There's a bird. Goodbye, bird. Oh, well. That's alright. Look at this. Whoop! It's okay, Marissa just sinks into the lava and is okay. No map data. That's okay. She'll walk it off. Yep. This is okay too. Whatever this is, doesn't matter. Why did I do that? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure why I did that. I didn't even see any treasure down there. Oh, great. Yep. Cool. Whoopsie daisy. Oh. There's a big ass pot. Ah! This place is kind of scary. Wow. Oh, Mario! Alright, I'll play by the goddamn rules. Okay. The brightness. Gee, I hope the other way didn't have anything exciting. Get it. It's invincible. Okay, there's just two pathways. Pick your favorite, essentially. Chat, can anyone explain to me why I'm using levitating wooden panels in hell right now? Now, I don't mean to be a stickler for design, but I feel like if you have wood this close to lava like this, it you know, it wouldn't it wouldn't hold up. Just thinking to myself, you know, just thinking to myself a little bit. Ah, fireproof. Okay. That makes sense. I will no longer question it. Time to fly. Oh. Oh. You're not ready for the skip. That's a big skip I just did. Well. How else are they gonna build houses here? My guy, let me introduce you to the brick. A revolutionary item that, while yes, can be used as a blunt object to destroy your foes, its intended purpose is in fact to, you know, construct. What are you doing down here? Yeah. Thank goodness you're still alive. Why'd you wander into a place like this? I'm not sure. Before I realized what was going on, I was just here. Couldn't a cult ball have caused this? Well, I'm just glad you're safe. Let's get out of here, stat. Dong. Free shit, brother. Alright. I've gone to hell. I've returned. And now it's time to say hi to Tori. Hey, I got the notice about your shop, so what is it this time? You made it. I finally finished my power amplifier. Now we gotta talk about what happened to that door. With this, you can really pump up your power to the next level. My power? Come to think of it, that was written in the flyer, but what power does it amplify? Come on over and I'll show you. This way. This is the power machine thing. Heh heh heh. So you can tell at a glance, huh? The beauty it holds, the functionality. I never said that. Just wait and see. This machine will shock you. You have the strength stones, right? Use those to power yourself up. The best part is any enhancements you make are permanent. Amazing, right? Strength stones can be used to permanently enhance various parameters via the power amplifier. It's an effective and worthwhile way of raising your strength. Just what? Poof and make me stronger? Is that even safe? Just how did you make this? Trade secret. Don't you worry. It's definitely safe to use. I hope you'll give it a whirl. This strange machine will strengthen the player. Number of heals. It takes 6 stones. Item drop rate, item drop rate, item drop rate. Number of heals. Alright, we're cranking that to max. Better safe than sorry. Use the power amplifier to increase your number of heals to +3. You're goddamn right. Increase your strength, Marissa. Put the muscles on. I'm just giving myself a million attack. Just speed it up. Alright. Alright, Marissa is now pumped. Cho Marisa. Just need a couple more strength stones and I can get maximum arm strength. Sell. Sort by rarity. Thank you. Alright. Sell. Sell. Magical broom. Silver drapery. Reforging equipment options. What's that mean? Whoops. Don't care. Pearl bracelet. Black card. Okay, and these are plussed. Normal clothes plus. Oh my god, do you see how far that stretches down? Man, that's some good. Oh, wait a minute, that's +1. I'll keep that. Here's some good ass items. What do I even use money for? Hand woven. I'm not gonna sell those. You just sell everything I sold you! Oh, son of a bitch. Where's the new stuff, Nitori? Where's the new stuff? Did I just buy that? I sure hope not. Get me the hell out of here. What do I even use money for? I'm not to buy the same shit that I just sold her. I pawned it off. I don't want it. A call from Alice. Alice has business with me. Kind of weird she sent a letter to Cordon's place. She knows that she could have sent it to me directly, right? The letter just said to come to her house. She didn't even write a reason. Doesn't sound like Alice at all. Could it be something she couldn't write in a letter? This is a great Fairy Wars stage. It's a great one. I think this is the second stage. Oh, I guess the stages can be done in any order. Luna's stage, I assume. Look at these heels. I got heels, baby, heels! What am I gonna do with that money? What good is money if you got nothing to spend it on? I mean, I guess I can just buy everything back from Notori and, you know, fund her, put money in her pocket. But I think we call it a, what's that, is that money laundering? I don't think it is. It's just inefficient, though. If I sell her an item for 10,000 and then I buy the item back for 20,000, that means she makes a profit of 10,000. Simple economics. Nah, it's because you can't just... Oh, nice bridge. I can't just give her money. I need to have a reason to give her money. Oh. There has to be a reason. So I've created the reason through a little, you know, a little business exchange. It's like, you know, the tax auditors come knocking. And they're like, why do you have $50,000 of unrecorded money? It's because it was donations. But they're not gonna believe that. They're the IRS. They don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna believe you. So that's why you gotta set it up like that. Now, that's a little unconventional, mind you. Sure. But it's technically a donation. Where is this gonna take me? They didn't die from that. Wow. Where am I? Relative to anywhere. Foolish behavior. Wow. Frogs! These 3 heals are pretty cracked. Okay. I was talking a big game about not being able to, you know, being able to tell those things apart. That's the second one that's bit me. The third one I've seen total. It's just all about how you do it, chat. It's all about how you launder that money. Not that I would know how to launder money, okay? I don't know how to do that. Note, this is a joke. This is a joke. You know, I gotta be careful what I say. You never know. Point is, you gotta make the money look legit. That's all. And you do that with a legitimate legal transaction. Even if it makes no sense when you actually look at it, because it's like, why did you sell an item only to buy it back for double the price? Well, the answer is actually pretty obvious. It's because I wanted to give money to my good friend Notori, but if I just gave her 10,000 quid, you'd be on her ass like white on rice. So this is the way I decided to do it. Pretty genius if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm not an economics master. Silver broom. Did you see that? A broom made of silver. It doesn't function well as a weapon, but can be sold for a high price. Interesting. I like the extended amount of time you're on the witch ley line, but at the same time, you can't jump. Ah! Leveled up skill magic missile. I wonder how many levels there are per skill. At level 5. Okay. Nope, it's made of silver. Made of silver, so it's not functional as a weapon. It's only valuable. Come on now. Don't be foolish. This probably shouldn't be in the barrier, but what do I know? Bonk. Well, I activated it. Oh. I love pressing buttons. There you go. That should do it. Hibbity hobbity. Get off my property. I feel like a munchkin in the forest. Like, I'm just like the size of a mushroom in here. Whee! See, it's great and all, but then it's just like petters out and you can't do anything about it. Oh. Excellent. Might even get EXP just from breaking shit like that. Black Pearl Band. Okay. It is a bit duende sized, yes. This is what a duende is. Look at that. Look at the size of this flower. You mean to tell me that flowers just grow this big in Gensokyo, or I'm not like munchkin sized? I'm gonna throw a rock at it. It's more fun this way. Captain throw shit. Oh, a boss. Against? Perfect. Oh. I feel kind of powerful right now. Kind of unstoppable. Forest Mansion. You mean Alice's house? It's like a dollhouse. Nice place you got here. Hey, I'm here. What's going on? Marissa, get out of here now. What? What's wrong? Backflippy. Ack. Alright. Who are you? Yep. That's a tank. I see now. You're the ones who silenced Alice and sent that letter. If it was me you're after, you should have just come straight to me to begin with. You pissed me off. Better get ready for the consequences. That's just a fucking tank. Girls and Panzer. I gotta watch that again, chat. I really like that show. Woo. Motherfuckers half dead. Cool. Yeah! I'm stuck on something. Cannonball. Leave it to Marissa to think it's a good idea to tackle a tank head on. How could she win against a tank? Hey, wait! Thanks. Were those Kappa? I thought they were allies of the humans. Why would they? No idea. They were even the ones who struck first. Time to go after them. Hold on, there might be a side quest. No side questy? Alright, that's fine. Kappa's secret. The Kappa attacked Alice. I thought Kappa and humans were allies, with the exception of the ones who attacked me on my way to the outside world. Alright. Oh, yes, factory. The Kappa went in this direction. No idea why they attacked Alice, but I'll make them pay for it. Scarlet Curiosity had a really good mix of the factory theme from Touhou. And it's probably going to be here again. I love the changeability version of this track a lot. It's so good. Swallowtail. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Whew. Now it's starting. Yeah, let's pick it up now. Wait, this is a final boss theme? I thought this was a stage theme. This sounds like a stage theme. Whose theme is it? VVT's second form? I thought VVT was the main character. What do you mean? I don't know anything about Touhou. Goodbye. Boom. There's VVT and there's VVT, I think. What? There's two of them? This is getting ridiculous. Bonus objective? Nope. Primary objective. It is a goddamn good theme, that's for sure. Whee! There's like 3 Touhous or something, right? I've just never really had much of an interest in playing them. But I guess at some point it couldn't hurt. That was one big ass Roomba. Oh. Bring me a direction. Well, I just know that some Touhou characters make some like cameos in it. And even that one of Marissa's themes debuts in it. Oh. I don't think I can make that. Oh, nothing up there anyway. How different can it be? It's all bullet hells after all. Hee hee ha ha. Sounds like something in the distance moved. It's made by the Touhou guys, so how could it be any different from Touhou? Well, it's not made... Well, I mean, it kind of is made by the Touhou guy. Kind of. Oh, a little main Touhou theme mixed in there. Theme of Eastern Story. I don't play shmup, so I have no opinion of any type of shmup other than Touhou. Well, I guess I played Binding of Isaac. That doesn't count. Whoa, jeez, chill out. Oh, hold on, chat. Hold on. Ugh. All right. Big one hit. Was not a scooper. No. I actually watched a video a little while ago, like before I started streaming actually, on how the AI works in Help Wanted. And it's neat, but God, do I not understand any of that. I also don't play that game, so like, there's a lot of information in there that does nothing for me. But actually knowing how that game works is kind of neat. That reminded me, actually, I watched another video yesterday about the Dragon Ball Z game. Oh. You remember how Dragon Ball Z put out that weird Dead by Daylight game? Well, apparently it was pretty good. It was actually a pretty solid game. But they ran they put out Season 2 a bit ago. Like, not a bit ago, but they put it out a while back. And they removed the way the queuing worked. They changed it and made it worse. And it has drastically affected the amount of active players. So that game might be dead if they don't fix it soon. Yeah, the breakers. Because, like, what it was before, the way it was explained to me was that, like, when you queue up, it's 1v7. So the 1 is like the big bad guy. And the 7 are just like, you know, Dragon Ball OCs. So the Dragon Ball, the way it works is when you queue up, you have a chance to be the Raider. That's the big Dragon Ball Z villain. But anytime you're not that guy, like when you're not that guy, when you're not playing as the Raider, you get like an increased priority to it, so you have a higher chance of getting it like next time. So, you know, when you queue up, you'll be Survivor, but you'll have a chance to be, you'll have a weighted chance to be the Raider. You get a weighted chance as it goes, which, that's great. But in Season 2, they changed it so that doesn't work, that doesn't do that anymore. Now the way it works is you queue up, and you can choose to queue up as Survivor or choose to queue up as the Raider. So there's 2 individual queues in a 1v7 game. So you need 7 people to want to play as the Survivor if you want to play an actual game. And, well, apparently it was hard to find a game for quite a while after that change. They also removed the ability to play, like, with your friends outside of, like, private lobbies. So you don't get any, like, rewards. Because of some people, you know, cooperating or colluding with the Raider to help them win. So they punished everybody for it instead. So now if you want to play with your friends, it's just like not convenient. You have to play a private lobby, which means you can't get any of the unlocks on the battle system, which, you know, that's whatever, but at the same time that also means you need 8 people and you can't rely on just pubs to kind of fill it up. Okay. Oh, jeez. Sounds like something in the distance moved. Well, Dead by Daylight is 1v4. It's 1v4. This game is 1v7. They shouldn't have changed it. The way they had that system seemed really effective to me. But yeah, the active player numbers has dipped significantly. And if they don't, like, fix it soon, the game might just kind of flop. I think it's this way now. I think we're almost done. It's the last level I'm gonna do, and I gotta go. Man, there was objects in there once. It really is a shame. Also, there's a gacha system and a premium currency in it, which, man, why you gotta put that shit in these games? The game's not free to play either. There's a premium currency system in it and gacha elements, and it's not even free to play. What a shame, man. You have to play a lot of games to survive for every game you can as a killer in the old system. Yeah, but I think that's perfectly fine, because what ends up happening is a bunch of people queue up to play as the raider, which means no one actually gets to play the game because everybody wants to be the guy. But not everybody can be the guy. Just kind of lame. I think that's a pretty lame system. I think it was better in the older system. Granted, I don't have any real play experience with it, but it seemed better to me, because that meant that everybody had to play as a survivor, like it or not. But, like, it's not like the survivor wasn't fun to play. But I think for the most part, people probably want to play as the big bad, right? That seems like where the most of the fun is being the aggressor on that front. You can just fucking level whole areas. You just kill people. It's crazy. The limited amount of stuff I saw for it, the game looked pretty sick. Honestly. But now, as it is, I don't really have a lot of interest in checking it out. It's not even free. Ow. Okay. I know the gacha isn't as bad as it sounds, but that's still hardcore copium because it's still gacha. I'm sick of these gacha elements getting put in these games. Welcome to the slippery slope of gacha elements. Oh, it's not so bad. It's okay. It's passable. And that's exactly how we got to where we are now. Or it always got a pass because it wasn't as bad as the way it was, someone else was doing it. Good old horse armor. Nothing beats that. I hit the wrong button. Gacha is always going to be inherently a bad element. Alright, bring me to the boss fight. Ride the elevator. No, look at the elevator. Yes, ride the fucking elevator. Come on. You need practice with the killers to do well against good survivors. Well, that's the thing, I guess, is that when you queue up as killer, you're only going to run into designated groups of survivors, right? People who are good at it. So you're not going to get any real practice in. Dead end, huh? Guess I should just go home. When it was fresh, everybody kind of played around, got a feel for it, right? Those games are hard to get into after a while, because a lot of people get real good at them. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, now you show up. Seems like I was your real target. Wait, Tori, you're the one who called the hit on me? My apologies. Since you learned the door, I couldn't just let you go. But you returned from hell so quickly, I was shocked. I got help from someone named Satori. Satori? Are you speaking to the master of the Palace of the Earth Spirits? I can't imagine her willingly helping a human. Now then, I've got some questions, and you're going to have to answer them. Why did you attack Alice? And why did the door connect to the outside world? Hee hee, I'll explain it to you, but only if you can defeat me. Okay. Look at this giant ass robot. It only knows melee attacks. Never mind. Oh, that's a big laser. Pororoka! Pororoka! Oh, I like the chip tune. Whee! Whoa. Yeah. Well, I was waiting for that initially, but I thought I was in the clear because it wasn't happening. See you later. Get out of here. Oh, I wanted it to explode. What the? First a tank and now you even defeated my prized robot? Ready for me to turn it to scrap metal? Oh, give me a break. I'll tell you what I know. And spell it already. What's with the door? As you already know, the door leads to the outside world. You intentionally break the Great Hakude barrier? I'm sure Yukari won't be staying quiet about that. Miss Yakumo made a deal with us. She said that as long as we don't get too involved in the outside world, she would turn a blind eye to it. Yukari said that? No way. We're in the middle of an emergency. You'll understand if you go to the outside world. Wait, is it okay if I go there? Then why did you attack me? Because you didn't have this. This is the same kind of orb I got from Corden in the palace. This is an occult ball. You can use it to go through the barrier. You can go to the border with its power. Does this orb have the power to enhance the yokai's strength? The monster crab I ran into while I was underground said something like that. It doesn't have that feature, but this ball has the ability to bend the strength against Soko's barrier. Coincidentally, that ability may also weaken the powers of those around it. And that's why Utsu's power didn't work on the monster crab. You can use this power to pass through the barrier. Thanks to the time it spent underground, this orb should have acquired some unique abilities. We've witnessed that power at Alice's place. Did you also attack Alice so you could lure me here? Correct. It all went according to plan, but you were much faster than I expected. And everything's ready for my trip to the outside world. I'll alert the guards, they'll allow you to pass. Oh, and the store will be open as per usual. You need to make preparations before you go, yes? Yeah, I get it. Alright. Well, there you go, chat. The outside world next time. How do I save the game? Does it autosave? I'm gonna assume it autosaves. Yep. Continue. Alright. That's all the time I have for now. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta run, like, now, actually, anyway. Well, no 10 desires, but I kind of really enjoyed this game, so I'm not really too broken up by that. And I'll play more of this probably on Saturday, all things considered. I did enjoy it a lot. Oh, hello, Jun. But now I have to go. I think so far it's pretty good. I'll see how long it is, I suppose. I got a pretty good amount of time into it. More stuff and whatnot. But I am enjoying it, and I will continue it. Although, I do wonder how different Reimu's story is to Marissa's, and whether or not it's worth playing that. But I guess we'll see after I finish with Marissa.